Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be my weekly video that I do for what is coming up with the transits ahead of the week, as well as I do a card reading for the week, and then I also do a channel from my guides as well. So for this week, what we got with the planets, we do have on the 4th, so it's tomorrow. I'm filming this on the 3rd. So we do have Mercury is opposing Chiron. So that is going to be, you might be thinking about something that's really caused you a little grief, and it could be a sense of exposing wounds or old deep emotional pain that you've been going through. Could be sort of playing up on your mind. Communication may not be going the best with that transit. We also got on the 8th, Mercury is going to be in square to Pluto. So that could be about cutting cords. It could be even a realization how you think. You might be wanting to think differently. You could be clearing or stopping communication with some people in your life as well with that transit. As well as on the 8th, we've got Venus going to be in sextile to Jupiter. That's quite good for finances and relationships. So with that transit, you might find that it could be a chance of like money, financial opportunities coming in. It also could be a good time to be out, to be social. You might be going on a date, could meet someone new. Love could blossom around you during that time, or just feeling more positive about yourself too. On the 7th, we've got Mercury moving into Scorpio. So Mercury in Scorpio can be a little bit deceptive. Thinks about loyalty and wants to know who they can trust as well. So it could be seeing globally people or sort of governments, what if they can trust each other. There could be a sense of negotiating, but it's going to be big things on trust and loyalty that come out of it. But it also could be deception. It could be exposing secrets could come out with that transit as well. We've also got a full moon happening in Aries on the 7th of the month, so 7th of October, and it's at 2:47 p.m. So this full moon, we do have the Sun, Moon, and Mercury all in square to Jupiter during this time. So it could be, I feel like it's going to be a sense where you're just not feeling motivated. Like you might just feel like tired. There could be a sense of frustration here. I'm not going to say it's the best full moon. Because we just got these squares to Jupiter. So if it was a trial or sextile, you'd be feeling more empowered about yourself with the moon being in Aries. It's about, motivation, getting things done, and quite bold and throwing across your opinions. But you might be throwing across your opinions, but it's not going to land very well because of the square to Jupiter. And it might be where you thinks really what you say, what you think you're going to say feels really good in your head, and when you actually verbalize what you're saying, it's just not hitting the mark that you thought it would, and people taking it the wrong way, especially with the opposition that you got to Chiron as well. We've also got a square happening with that Pluto to the Mercury too. So I feel like it's going to be a weekend, especially with this full moon. It could be like arguments here. Could be like, so like I want to go cord cutting. I keep on seeing cord cutting. So cord cutting, and even could be like a sense of like a collapse in a reality could be happening this week or with this full moon that's coming up. Things not working out to the way you want it to be, and it could even be people wanting to be outgoing, but it's just not working, and you end up being going out there when you be outgoing, but you end up being clumsy and sort of fall over. It's going to be that energy that's going to come up with the sextile to Venus. So that energy's already started before the tomorrow. Like that would have started, it's sort of going into alignment. So the exact sextile is on the 4th with that. Like for me, that happened for me yesterday. I got word that a shop, so I'll be able to read in a shop once a month up the Central Coast, and that sort of came about yesterday because I read for everything is planned, everything's meant to be. So I read for a lady, and I told her about this shop that she was going to have, and I said to her, if you have this shop, I'll read out of there. And she was so excited. Anyway, it's coming up to fulfillment. So that's for me to already come into play. So it can come in before the dates as well. But I just feel like with this full moon, it's just going to be a sense of sort of feeling like you're sort of falling on your face a little bit here, and like you're just exhausted and tired, and And I do feel like there's a sense of like warlike energy can be coming up with that too, because we're dealing with Aries, and with the aspects, it's not a strength, it's going to be more of angry frustration. It's going to come up, and it could be aggravation too, and people could be going out of their way to poke things as well. So just be a bit careful when it comes to this full moon. But I mean, we have these positive aspects to Venus, which is going to help you with relationships as such as well. So yes, so just be careful. I feel like with this full moon that's coming up, it's probably not going to be the most most favorable aspects that we've got going on during this time. So we'll do the cards. I just put my other cards kind of away because after this I'm actually on my way to going downstairs. Not downstairs, down the coast for tomorrow. All right, let's look at this. Do these cards. Okay. Let's have a look for the week ahead and for this full moon of what we've got coming up. I feel like it's going to be a sense here of like surrender, or needing to surrender to whatever's going to come. I do feel like there's going to be a sense here of someone stirring the pot, someone like trying to aggravate you and deliberately build up tensions between you and other people. I mean, there is a sense here of being social and outgoing and want that freedom too. But I feel like that's going to be overshadowed, and it could be a sense of rose-colored glasses, because we do have Saturn that's opposing Venus. So Venus opposing Saturn and also Neptune. So it could be a sense of rose-colored glasses, wanting to look things in a nice, positive way, but they just aren't. And I also feel like it could be like this, like trying to seek the answers, seeking the truth, seeking a lot of wisdom here too. But like you're releasing this, you're going to be releasing a lot as well. There even could be a sense here of people going their separate ways. People like it's like time will tell about going in a bit of a separate way. And it could be that you'd be on stage and you might be the spotlight, feel like the spotlight is on you coming up. Maybe on the weekend or during this week, and you're having to perform, or you're having to really show and be that you're outgoing, like sort of put on the charm a little bit. And it might be like an out-of-body experience, or you're having to really put on this act this week too, because you're on show or you're in the spotlight. I really feel like it's a sense of someone prodding and poking, like aggravating a little bit as well. And it could be a sense that like arms are tied to you might want to also, there could be a sense of traveling coming up. There could be a sense of two people wanting to come together, but there's a reason why you're not able to find your way, or you can't get things to work and come together. I just feel like this week it's a lot of emotional ups and downs. There even could be a sense of someone, if you've experienced a trauma, you might feel the repercussions of that, or if it could affect you in certain ways. It might be you want to be in your little bubble, but I just feel like there's going to be a sense here of people like poking you, and people push you to your limits a little bit. I want to go for this week ahead as well, and people not understanding they're not understanding the full story, not finding the full picture, they're jumping to assumptions. So I think it'll be quite radical, but I do feel like there's a collapse, there's some sort of collapse of reality that's going to come up this week. That's what I was getting when I was like sort of tuning in to this week as well. So let me just get a channel for this full moon, and we'll go from there. So see. This full moon in Aries is going to be bright, bold. It is going to cause you to be stressed, and it's going to cause you to also question your religion, question your freedom, question your boundaries, question what is going on around you. You are questioning the reality that you're living in. You're questioning why people think the way they do. All these thoughts are going to be in your head. Your mind is going to be swirling and be occupied with different thoughts and different strains and strategies that are going on around you, and how you want your life to be and where you want to move forward. For these things are all going to fall into place one at a time, for you'll all see. But these things about the full moon is just going to be stirring up the pot. Some of you will be able to go with the flow and know that it's just the energies and the way that things are. For others are going to think more deeply and more critical, and while others cannot face the truth, for they don't want to see the truth and do not see the world that they see that they are living in is just a reality that is not theirs. For it will be big and bold. Emotions will also be high, but just know, stay true to your word, stand strong, be bold, and prepared for what's going to be happening around you. For the unexpected will definitely be appearing up in the next 2 weeks. So I've got, so what am I doing this week? Okay, so this long weekend I will be Shellhaven Heads tomorrow up until I'll be leaving there at 2 o'clock at the latest, then going to Newcastle's for Flamingos Live for the dinner and psychic show. And then I've got next week MBS, Mind Body Spirit Festival next weekend. It's a four-day fair from Thursday to Sunday. If you're wanting a reading with me, contact me to book in. On the weekends I do get quite busy. And then I'm actually booked up with readings already too, the weekend after that. And then on the 25th, 26th, I'm in Swansea for readings at Central Coast. And then followed by I'll be in Canberra on the 1st and 2nd. I'll be in Canberra, and then I go on the cruise beginning of November. So that's where I am coming up. I am going to be quite busy over the next month. If you're wanting a reading with me, just let me know. Contact me more through Facebook, because I can look at it sooner, and I'll respond quicker as well than through my email. I think that is about it. I don't think there's anything much more to have. Let me just check. I suppose I want to check something too by the end of the week coming up. So we want the Thursday the 9th, just 2 days. Okay, so by Thursday, we've still got good aspects of Venus. Ultimately, end of the week, I feel like it's going to be good for financial relationships, really more towards the end of next week. I'm just going to go over that full moon. I feel like it's going to be a little bit disastrous, but just see how you go. Okay, so I think that's it for me, because I do have to get a move on. I have to start getting ready to go down to the coast. So thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.